Hey y'all, it's your girl Asha Nicole and I'm back with another video. As y'all can tell by today's title, I'm gonna be doing a cooking video for y'all. I did just get off work. It's 6 in the morning, so I decided I wanted to make one of my fast, quick, and easy meals, and I was like, why not just record it for y'all? I plan on making some shrimp and steak Alfredo. So I'm finna just hop right into the video and we finna just get straight to it. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean my steak and my shrimp. So for the shrimp, I just rinse it off with cold water, and I do the same thing for the steak too. These have shells. Okay, so I'm actually gonna add a little bit of lemon juice to this to clean it, because it's like a lot of shit floating around in it. So hold on. I forgot it's the big one. I just poured all of that juice in there. Girl, bye. I think I only want to cook one of these steaks. I don't think I want to make both. So I'm gonna just cook the big one. And then the other one, I'll just cook that tomorrow probably, like by itself. Just like the steak and some fries or something. Okay, so now I'm gonna rinse this out so that I can start seasoning all of my stuff together. Okay, y'all, I should have did this before I started washing off my steak and my shrimp, but I wanted to start putting my water on the stove because that takes the longest to boil or whatever. And my apartment complex has well water, so all of my, whenever I cook, I just use bottled water. So and since it is just me and my boyfriend is gonna take some, I'm just gonna use my smallest to biggest pot because I don't need the biggest one. I'm not gonna make that much. Okay, so now I'm going to season my shrimp and my steak. So for my shrimp, I'm going to use my Tony's Creole seasoning. That is just a little bit. I'm going to use some Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning because it is shrimp. Whenever I cook shrimp, I always put Cajun seasoning on it. It don't matter what the dish is for, I'm going to put Cajun seasoning on it. And then we're going to put onion powder. Garlic powder, and then we're gonna do some black pepper, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in this, and then I'm gonna mix this up, and then we can set this to the side because I'm gonna cook my steak first before I cook my shrimp. Because I'm going to cook my shrimp inside of my steak grease or whatever you want to call it. This needs more seasoning. So I'm going to put some more Slap Your Mama. And I'm going to add a little bit of Lori's on this just because. Just to add a little color. Lori's, Larry's, however you pronounce it. We'll mix this up, and then this is our seasoned shrimp, and I'm gonna set this to the side like I said. So I'm about to cut and season my steak now. I don't know what knife I want to use. I'm gonna use this knife to cut it. Okay. So I know you're supposed to have like all this fat and stuff with your steak, but I don't really like all of this fat, so we're gonna cut this off. Okay, that should be good. I'm actually gonna cut these into just bite-sized pieces. I was gonna leave them in these strip sizes, but I'm gonna just mix all of my Alfredo together instead of having it separate. So I'm gonna just cut them into smaller cubes. Okay, and to season my steak, I basically use the same stuff to season my shrimp with, but I do use a little bit of different things. So first, I'm gonna put this Perfect Pinch steak seasoning on it, and then I'm gonna put some garlic powder, onion powder, and then I'm gonna use some of my Tony's Creole seasoning. Before my water starts to boil, I like to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil so that my noodles don't stick together. And it is starting to boil a little bit at the bottom, so this is when I start adding that in there. Just a little bit. I don't do too much with it because I'm not really sure what the salt is for, but the oil, I know what that's for. So now that my steak has its seasoning on it, I'm about to shake this up really well so that I can start cooking it. And then this is what the steak looks like with the seasoning on it. So I'm gonna put my fire to like maybe 6, 7, so a little bit over medium heat. And then I do have some garlic and herb butter. This is the butter that I'm gonna use. So I don't know who put me onto this butter. I'm pretty sure it was probably TikTok, but this right here is my swag. Okay, this butter right here is definitely doing it for me. But I'm gonna add a decent amount of butter into this because I'm really not gonna use any more because it's the same amount of butter I'm gonna have for my shrimp and for my sauce. So we're just letting the pan warm up, letting the butter melt. Okay, y'all, so I'm about to add in my steak to my pan. And then I just want to break up each piece to make sure they're not sticking together from when I cut it. Okay, y'all, so my steak is done. I'm gonna just put it in this bowl for right now. And I like my steak like done. I don't know nothing about that well done, medium well, redness, bloody. I don't know nothing about that. So I'm gonna keep as much grease or as much butter into the pan as I can. So I'm gonna try to do that. Now, me personally, I know a lot of people use panini when they do their Alfredo, but I like fettuccine pasta noodles for mine, so that's what we're gonna use. Okay, I'm gonna let these soften up a little bit so I can start pushing them down. But for in this pot with the butter, I'm gonna turn this heat back up, and I'm gonna start adding in my shrimps. Okay, y'all, so yeah, we're gonna push down these noodles. Try to get them all in the pan so they can all start cooking evenly. We're gonna turn this fire off. Let's just keep cooking a little bit longer. I'm gonna taste one of these shrimp. Oh my god. We're gonna do some steak. Steak can do a little bit longer. Okay, y'all, so like I said at the beginning, this shit is like super easy, super quick. So to do your Alfredo sauce, all you need is heavy whipping cream and butter and the cheese and whatever seasonings you're gonna use to season your sauce with. Start adding in my whipping cream. The heavy whipping cream is at the back of my fridge, and stuff back there starts to freeze, so that's why it's coming out like that. So it's just ice in here. It's not like, oh, because I know y'all probably like, girl, what the fuck? And another thing is, you shouldn't add your cheese in until your heavy whipping cream starts to boil or like bubble a little bit. That's when I start adding in my cheese. That's when I know that it's completely hot all around and my cheese is gonna melt like it's supposed to. I'm gonna use garlic powder, onion powder, some adobo, and black pepper for my Alfredo sauce. And you want to make sure you keep mixing your sauce too so that it doesn't like get messed up. They're not done. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. So I'm adding my Tony's, and I don't add a lot because we don't need all that salt. Well, just for some extra flavor, my onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper. And I'm gonna mix this in, and then I'm gonna start adding in my cheese because it is starting to bubble up. I obviously use Parmesan cheese, and then I also have this three cheese blend that I just got from the store also, because I know that this won't be enough cheese for my Alfredo, and I didn't want to just use Parmesan. I wanted to mix it up and try something new today, so we're gonna see how that's coming too. But first, I'm gonna just mix in the Parmesan, and then I'm gonna add in the other cheese as I go to see like how thick I want it to be. Okay, so after you make your sauce, you basically just put everything in together into one pot. Y'all know what I should have made? I should have put some broccoli in here. Y'all, this smells so good. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to eat. This is what she looking like. Real creamy, real juicy. I don't like how the steak looks in here. Like, it looks, I don't want to say what it's like because that'd be upsetting people when you say what food look like and it's not appealing. But I'm gonna try it real quick. Make sure I'm done. I don't know if my noodles was done. They done. We deep in pho. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please. And stay tuned for more videos. And I love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.